enough minerals.
SCP good to go, sir.
Goliath online.
Explorer reporting.
All right, bring it on. All right,
SCP good to
bring
go,
it on.
sir.
Your forces are under attack.
All right, bring it on.
Job
All
finished.
right, bring it on. All right, bring it on. All right, bring it on.
SCP good to go, sir. SCP good to go, sir.
Ready to roll out.
Additional supply
SCP good
depots
to go, sir. I
required.
can't build there.
Insufficient Vespene gas. Additional supply depots
All
required.
right, bring it
Good
on.
to go, sir.
Additional supply depots
I can't
required.
build there.
Upgrade complete.
Job finished.
Your forces are under attack.
Ready to roll out.
Job finished. Job finished.
Your forces are under attack.
All right, bring it on. Ready to roll out.
Job finished.
Ready to roll out.
Base is
SCP
under
good to go,
attack.
sir. SCP good to go, sir.
Your
SCP good to
forces
go,
are under
sir.
attack.
SCP good
All
to
right,
go, sir.
bring it on.
Not enough minerals.
Ready to roll out.
Your forces are under attack.
All right, bring it on. Ready to roll out. Ready to roll out.
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
All right, bring it on. Ready to roll out.
Unacceptable landing zone.
SCP good to go, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Ready to roll
Your
out.
forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Ready to roll out.
Online. Goliath online.
SCP good to go, sir.
All right, bring it on.
Not enough energy. Research complete.
Ready to roll out.
SCV good to go, sir.
Is that? Yeah, now it's gonna pick up my mic for the recording. Knockout is next. Okay, that's cool. Passing on the DT shenanigans. Yeah, okay, kind of unfortunate. I didn't cast the first game, and then the second game my mic audio wasn't recorded, but this should be okay. So we'll have Abgee as our red Protoss spawning in top right, with Gaba as our blue Terran spawning in the top left. So Gaba chose to do knockout. I hope he does something like Rax Expand. It is... I feel like that's the go-to, at least on this map. I haven't seen Abgee do too many Zealot first openers in a while. So I think it might be nice to do on this map. Of course, he could always just do 12 Nexus as well. And if it's 12 Nexus and it's not the close spawns, it's kind of just, you're gonna have a hell of a time trying to rush it. Like typically from here to here is easier to rush. If you're going from here to here, it's a little bit of a longer rush distance, and then you're still dealing with the divot anyway. So it's really rough, but we're not gonna see that. We're not gonna see a 12 Nexus, and it doesn't look like we'll see, well actually, barracks down here? No, okay, so it won't be... It could still be a Rax Expand, he just could have the SimCity up here, although I think it's better to have it on the low ground. Abgee looking to do what I imagine is going to be his rangeless. He does like having these cross scouts, and knowing that Terran's cross scout is pretty big for Protoss, it can be a little bit safer, a little bit greedier. And Gaba should also get like second scout if he's doing his end scout. And Abgee sees the SCV. I think that's gonna prompt him to go up. No, he's actually gonna come back. He's gonna try to put damage on this SCV. Yeah, I guess him not really needing the scouting information as quickly as possible. Like, all he really needs to know is, are you cross-spawn or not? And he is going to go the correct way, though. Actually, we do see... Yeah, there we go. There is going to be... Well, it wasn't 15cc, but it was slightly delayed. So he wasn't entirely sure whether he should play this as, like, the super greedy, like, 15cc or not. So he gets his gas now. As a Marine out, he's going to chase that probe. And we do see a Zealot on the way, actually. Gaba, because he did this Rax CC, yeah, he doesn't need to end scout. That makes sense, but that means he is going to miss the Zealot entirely. So while he's dealing with this probe, he doesn't quite catch it. But the Zealot is going to get in the way of the CC making. Nice micro there. He's going to get one. He's going to get two SCVs. Yeah, I don't know if we really wanted to mine that mineral out, but... Okay, micro so far. Oh, the Marine glitches out! That's unfortunate. Pulls two more SCVs, but good micro from Abgee so far, and unfortunately the Marines just, the commands being issued just don't seem to be registering with them. They keep getting stuck. And now the Dragoon joins in on the fight. The bunker still isn't up. Another SCV falls. The Dragoon going to target down the Marines. The Zealot going to box out the SCV and keep the bunker from fishing. Oh! Oh, he could lose the zealot. Oh, he does lose the zealot, but it's just one marine. It's not enough. He does get the SCV, but the bunker finishes just in time. Not able to get the marine. He's going to try to go around instead. Factory did start. Abgee, on the other hand, no Nexus started yet. No eBay block either from Gaba. I don't think he could afford to do that. Still, no marine inside this bunker, apparently. Or it must have died at some point, I'm not sure. Abgee starting the Nexus up now, and we will see a second gateway, but what will be his tech of choice, we're not sure yet. Machine shop going down to the factory, so it will take a little bit longer, but he might get a tank out soon enough, but not before taking just so many losses here. I don't know how many SCVs he's lost now. He's not even having full saturation in his base, and 3 on gas. Yeah, it's really rough. There is just one marine in the bunker, and he's trying to block the ramp, but the goons, they just can walk right past. And until a tank comes out, we can't even afford a tank. He's just building, he has to build he's building an eBay, but I mean, that won't help us. The marine's gonna go down. All it took was a zealot and 2 marine, and a bunch of goons. But that first zealot did so much damage. The goon's kind of glitching out a little bit, but he does manage to dance his way out. We see additional dragoons coming in. The tank does finally come out, but there's just no way you're going to hold against this many dragoons with just one tank. Especially with no buffer, no siege. Our robo's on the way, and GG's called by Gaba. So we'll be moving on to game 4. I believe they agreed to a best of 5. So... oh, or not that it's agreed, but since Abgee's champion, it is a best of 5. So we'll see what Gabagoon decides to pick as the 4th map. He's got to win the next 2 if he wants to become the champion. Octagon. Okay. Alright, let's see what Gaba's plan is on this map. And now, also, what would Abgee's plan be here? That other game he did open with the Zealot. I think he kept in mind the fact that it was Knockout and that Max Expand is pretty popular on it. It was a good choice by him. Now Gaba's going to take a quick bathroom break, so I'm going to take a quick water break. Alright, we're back and ready to hop into game 4 on Octagon. Now spawning as our blue Protoss since he was at the bottom instead of at the top. We got Abgee, bottom right. And now as our red Terran we have Gaba, bottom left. So I think that's like something I recently learned is that like if you're like in the lobby, if you're on the if you're at the top, you're like automatically red. If you do top versus bottom, and then like bottom is automatically blue. I always thought it was just like switched up, but I think it's I think that's kind of how they keep the colors consistent when they do like casting for ASL, right? I think. Okay, Abgee going to get its pylon down, but it is a bit later than normal, it feels like. But we're only going to have a brief supply block, so should be fine. No indication that he's going to send out for a gateway, so it looks like we might see a Nexus first game here. Nice. Let's see how Gaba is going to respond to this. He's going to get his gas, and it will be an 11 gas, so that's already a good start for him. With that 11 gas, he should be able to get a slightly faster factory, which would result in a slightly faster vulture. And all those little things combined can snowball, give you a little bit more of an edge to break that Nexus when Protoss tries to do a 12 Nexus. Now behind this, we should see our gateway go down. There it is. Kinda range some city, but I'm sure Abgee will make it work somehow. Okay, where we will see this factory at 228 or 227, 228. Nice. And it will be 8 gas gateway. So I believe this variant is 1 Zealot, 2 Dragoon. If I'm remembering that correctly, I have been trying to study the different 12 Nexus variations again, or at least study, aka just watch Rush's guide on how to bust 12 Nexus. But yeah, this should be the 1 Zealot, 2 Dragoon variant. So he waits for this Nexus for the supply, should start a Zealot, or should have already started a Zealot. And I think the core and gateway are supposed to finish around the same time, but in this case it finished a little earlier. So Gaba will spot this. The probe gets in, but that's not really consequential other than knowing that there is the potential for a Cheese Rush to come in. And looks like that's exactly what he's going to do. And Gaba doing the correct thing. Although, granted, it was only a second scout, but he should be getting like a Marine over here to see if he can try to pull any probes. But unfortunately, the Zealot was out in time. So now he needs to actually like pull this back and just group everything together up. Group up first. Oh. Oh, and while the Zealots were distracted face tanking the Marine face tanking the Zealot shot, the Vulture actually just slips right in. He's gonna get... can he get the 2 kills? Okay, he gets 2 kills. Can he get a third? That's 3. Can he get 4? He should be able to get 4. That's 4. Wow, nice, nice. He's gonna keep going? Oh my god, this is so greedy. He should have just left. Okay, yeah, he actually still manages to escape with the Vulture. Come on. Okay, Abgee... Yeah, there's the 2 Zealot, 2 Goon. He's gonna march across the map. Oh man, this is kind of dangerous because the bunker is still just barely finished. He can always walk past and mines aren't going to be done yet. And I believe he got 1 of the vultures, so that's 3 less mines. He's just trying to buy just as much time as possible with that vulture. He's got to bring 2 of those SUVs out and block. Oh no. Oh no. This could be a disaster. A tank is gonna come out, but like you're dealing with two zealots and two goons in your base. Uh oh. Yeah, this is looking really rough. Has the tank come out? Yeah, just not quite yet. Range is still on the way. The zealots have finally been cleaned up, but there's two goons in your base still. Uh oh. He should get one of the goons, but he will lose a tank in the process. He puts a mine out in front in case other units are going to continue to stream in. Oh, he does lose the vulture too. Okay, he does manage to clean this up. Two more dragoons walking across the map. Behind this, we see a robo and a third gateway. Actually, going to come play this completely safe. Ahead, but safe. Another SUV coming out on the map, trying to get a scout, but going to be denied. The dragoon micro a little too good. Oh, but we'll walk into, face tank a mine. Not the worst outcome. Only shields on one of them and hull damage on the other, but that is pretty weak. Actually, gonna go ahead, take down this third nexus here. I think it's a little bit easier. Yeah, I think it should be easier to block off with like pylons here or something like that, and like pylons here, than taking, say, something like this as your third. Actually getting a second gas observatory. I imagine he's going to go into Reavers and play something like a standard game here. Gaba, for his part, not too far behind in supply, despite the damage that he took early on. He is probably down like a couple of workers. Yeah, he might be down like a couple of workers, but the supply gap isn't unmanageable. Not great, but it's not unmanageable. Army and Academy have gone down. I don't see any additional tanks yet. No, we have 4 tanks. And I believe that's siege spinning. I mean, we have no vulture, so vulture upgrade not really necessary at the moment. Unless he just decides he wants to push out, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Actually, we'll see. These look like 2 tanks, so it could be like 6 tanks and trying to push here. And actually, only at looks like 6 goons. He hasn't produced any more just yet. No, there's a couple more. Oh, actually, he might have been supply block, so that's why it was still going. That's rough. Yeah. There's another tank now. I'm gonna start adding additional factories. Looks like he's just gonna have to try to play it safe here. Shuttle moving across the map. There should be like a dragoon and a reaver in there, or 2 zealots and a reaver. I don't know if he remade zealots, but we'll see. Yeah, not gonna. Ooh. Pretty nice first shot, though. He's gonna get that tank. No, it's a separate tank. The zealots do come out. Is he gonna get this one? No, good pullback. Wow, 2 really low tanks. He needs to keep these tanks alive. Okay, he does actually manage to keep every tank alive, so he just has to repair those. In the meantime, he's going to try to get a scout off. He sees these are blockaded. He's going to have to assume that there's probably just a third base here. It makes the most amount of sense. He scans. He sees Citadel already on the way. And only 3 gateways. Is he going to drop an additional factory? We are at 4. Tank count has gone rather large as well. Yeah, there's a 5th factory. Okay, there is a second Reaver for Abgee now. Guess the observer across the map, he'll hover over the choke point. How many tanks does he have now? He has 6, 9 tanks. Sends another SCV out to scout the ridge and see if Protoss is on it. You will see Protoss is there. The SCV actually manages to escape alive, funny enough. This vulture... Not sure what happened there. Oh, he needs to be very careful here. Okay, good siege up. Needs to kill this ops though. Abgee sees that the tanks are unsieged again. The Goliaths, can they bring down the shuttle? It looks like they won't bring down the shuttle now. Yeah, but Abgee already got Zealots. I think he has Zealot speed on the way. He's also sending a shuttle in. Potentially harass. He does have an additional turret here that could cover this. Oh, it takes a lot of damage actually, so no way he's gonna dive back in again. It will be used in the defense instead. The Zealots don't have speed yet. Terran marching across the map with no contest so far. Oh, but the Observer, it sees everything. Good siege so far. He's gonna splatter these goons. Oh, and he gets one of the Reavers as well. Oh, can he snipe the shuttle? Oh, he's gonna snipe the shuttle. Oh my god. Yeah, Gabo and this 6 factory push really working out for him. Actually a little sloppy with the defense so far. Already losing a shuttle with the Reaver. Another shuttle is out. I'm not sure what is in the shuttle this time. Gabo really need to get all these units together. Does drop Zealots, but most of the tanks are not sieged, so the Zealot bomb's not really working out here, but where are the vultures? This is kind of a problem. The tanks are kind of spread out. The Zealots are still slow, but like we have no vultures. They're here, but they're not. Uh-oh. Oh no. Gaba a little too sloppy with his push in turn, loses a majority of his tanks. Oh, that's really unfortunate because it looked really strong for him. He does have a 3rd CC behind this, so he's not quite out of it yet. But if those vultures had been rallied up to the front, oh man, that could have been a whole different story. Even a couple of vultures inside the main base as well. He's gonna swing around with the vultures, see if he can try to do some damage. He does. You kind of do need to do this. You need to delay Protoss as long as possible, get some sort of counter damage done. He gets a couple of probes, lays a couple of mines. Again, the Zealots don't have speed, so that's a pretty big mine hit. Another big mine hit. But the Vulture's unable to get to the 3rd base, so unable to do damage there. Behind it all, he does have a starport going as a science facility. +1 was completed. I imagine this is going to be +2. We don't see a 2nd armory though. It could be +1, but... Oh wait, the science facility is not done, so yeah, that's probably +1. He will need a 2nd armory though. Looking very rough. 40 supply down. Granted, it could be worse. I mean, 40 supply down isn't like... Well, 30 supply down isn't the worst situation. And he did keep this he did get this 3rd base without Abgee really knowing about it. Additional factories had come down, so we're up to 8. Mines laid down, the goons are poking at them. The vultures could honestly pick off this one group of goons. Getting a couple of mines laid around here. Abgee himself on +1 with Templar on the way. And he has +1 or... Yeah, he has +1 weapons spinning for air, so he looks like he could do a air transition. It could be like a one arbiter into carrier transition. Oh, the Vulture's gonna try to sneak in for more damage, but the cannon is there. So not gonna do too much. Abgee himself getting ready to take another corner of the map. And Gaba, the tank count, looking better. But still pretty low. Okay, there it is. We do see arbiters on the way. They did start spinning again. So maybe +1 armor, air armor potentially. So it really does look like he might be really aiming for that carrier transition. We just haven't seen a fleet beacon started anywhere just yet. Oh, he sends a zealot down here. There's nothing supporting this tank. Everybody needs to see this. Oh, that's unfortunate. Vulture's trying to shut down this base, but that's not happening here. Nothing stopping this this zealot. It's still wreaking havoc. 4th base online for Gaba, but no SCVs mining there just yet. Gaba, we gotta pay attention to this. All these SCVs, we're gonna lose. Oh man. This this zealot was 7 kills so far. It's just wrecking havoc. 9 kills so far. The vultures are just running all out of position. Finally it gets cleared up. Abgee getting some gateways down upper right. Could probably add a few more. He is banking a lot of money. We see additional stargates going down, as well as a fleet beacon and a 2nd core. So he'll have like 4 carrier making at a time once he after he loses the army engaging Terran. And it looks like he does have a really bad rally, because I've been continuing to see vultures just stream across the maps here somewhere. So one of these factories is a bad rally, which is really unfortunate. I don't think we really can afford to keep doing that. Also, the Sim City is just so strange. It's like a giant hook S shape. So they have to go all the way around. Like, this is very poorly placed, actually. Quite poorly placed. This could hurt us later when we're looking for our full army. Gaba continuing to monitor the map, understanding that we don't see anything upper left yet. So that's always nice for Terran. We don't have to worry that all 3 corners are being taken by Protoss. I'm not sure if he actually saw this Arbiter either with the Vulture. Oh, this is kind of rough. He's gonna move into the center of the map. He sees there's nothing out here. So he's just gonna go ahead and take it. He's gonna take center control of the map, but... well, the reason why that's the case is because this Arbiter is gonna come down and recall the Terran 3rd, and there's absolutely nothing but like 1 mine defending this. He does lift immediately. No storms yet on the SCVs. There's 1. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, now what's the decision that Gaba's gonna make? He has to do something to defend this base. The Zealots are gonna tear down the supply depot wall. The CC is gonna run away, but in the meantime, Gaba did go into the center of the map. And Terran is all sieged up. Good EMPs? Okay. Nice EMP there. These Templars still have a lot of storm, actually. Oh! Massive storms. This Templar still has 3 more storms left on him. Or 2 more storms left on them, so... Can they? No, no, it doesn't look like it. Now this is finally getting cleared up. Oh, but he's gonna walk into the natural. Can he storm this huge pile of SCVs? No, he'll storm the vultures. Yeah, behind that, he kind of melted a lot of the goons. There's still so much pressure from the third base because a lot of those units didn't get cleaned up. And oh my god, Gaba's really got to clean this up, because if he doesn't clean this up, like, this is a lot of his mining going down. Like, these tanks are just sitting in the center of the map, but they're not doing anything. He's on a clock. These carriers are gonna... Carriers are on their way. So those do finally get cleaned up, but not before the Templar actually stormed a majority of the SCVs. 13 kills on it. So it's eating some mines, but huge blow to Gaba. I mean, he is still mining off of this mineral only. Potentially he might have to take this base. But losing this, it's pretty bad, because he really needed the gas. He's no longer gas mining in the natural. The gas in the main is completely depleted, so he needs to recognize that this is empty and start Goliaths. Wait, what? He accidentally left the game. I was like, what? I mean, that Abgee was like in a really good spot. It is 1-2 in Abgee's favor. We could go to a game 5. Unforced error, but... Nice, we will see a game 5. Yeah. I mean, carriers are already on the way. It was very much Abgee probably gonna win that. Oh, that's really rough. Let's do Control 1, Control Q. Alright, screw it, we're gonna see a game 5. This is gonna be great. Neo Pilfit. This will be fun. Let's see it happen. Okay, now Gaba did originally pick red. Let's see what the other color would have been. No, he switched it. I thought it was red. Okay, well, I guess not. Alright, spawning in the 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock position, we have Abgee as our red Protoss. And Gaba as our blue Terran in the... what's this, 4 o'clock? Yeah, 4 o'clock position. Now, Abgee, kind of probably going to be a little miffed that he didn't get to get one of the other spawns and Gaba wasn't at his spawn. You won't get that super early nasty gas steal. But he's going to try it anyway. He's going to 50-50 this. So 50-50 after the pylon scout, but it looks like the probe is going to go the wrong way. So Gaba, safe from the gas steal this time around. Very lucky. Abgee gets his gateway going down. Now, I wonder if we'll see another 11 gas from Gabagoon. No, it won't be. It will be a 12 gas. 138 gas. Nice. Abgee getting a gas of his own. The probe gonna come floating in, slithering in. Gliding? Yeah, gliding. Gliding in. It's gonna meet the SCV out front. Oh, SCV will tickle the probe for a little bit. The rack's almost finished building, so this probe harass shouldn't do too much. Gas down mining. Abgee getting his core down. No zealot this time, it looks like. Gaba with a 230 factory, or 231, or somewhere around there, close enough. Abgee continuing pro production, and also proxying a pylon at 3 o'clock. So this could be another proxy DT, could be proxy robo. We do have the core spinning again. It could be fake range. We'll see. Yeah, we're gonna get the scout in, but the Dragoon pops out in time to start warding this away. But Gaba already kind of suspecting some things, actually checking with the Marine immediately in the proxy location spots. Especially since he didn't see a Nexus yet. And if he didn't see a Nexus, he also didn't see a third pylon. That should come down after it if he was doing a 2 pylon Nexus. But it will be a proxy robo here. I don't know, do we start the machine shop immediately? There we go, machine shop starts immediately. He did leave a 1 game. He accidentally like control QQ'd or alt QQ'd or something. He had carriers, I'm pretty sure he was just like assigning them a control group and accidentally pressed the wrong key. But he 100% had that game in the bag. So we'll be proxy 1 gate with the robo to go with it. And I mean, he hasn't sensed anything's off. He hasn't done a rescout. So again, we're not gonna see an early enough eBay, especially if it was a proxy DT. Yeah, not really, not being careful. He's gonna cancel the bunker too. Oh, come on, man. We did not see any indication that the Dragoons were staying at home. That's 3 Dragoons versus already a dead Marine, a Vulture as well with no mines and just a tank. He's gonna die forward immediately. One of the goons is gonna fall, but he loses the tank, and that tank is pretty critical for defending against the Reaver. Oh, he's gonna lose all the Marines too, so there will be no anti-air. There is a mine. Gonna get popped immediately. Second factory on the way as well. Oh, can he keep this alive? He should keep that alive. Wait a minute. Yeah, there's the support bay. Yeah, okay, there's a mine, but again, no indication, no eBay built. It's looking really bad. I think he's dead here, folks. eBay now just starting. But a Reaver is already just now popping. Zealot got picked up. Shell's gonna come in. He does get an SCV surround on one of the goons at least, which I think was the weaker one. And the tank's gonna poke at it, but here it is, the action with the Reaver. Ooh, big scare, gets 2 SCVs. Scarab bugs out again. Oh, can he? Oh, it would have been so sick if he had mind dragged on top of this. Not today, but maybe he can get the. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, he diffuses the mines with the Reaver with the hot pickup. Not gonna get a kill on it. Oh no! Wow, really bugging out there. I mean, again, Gaba's dead. He has to keep transferring his SCVs over and over, and there it is, the big Scarab hit. GG. What is? I mean, it's technically like a 1-4, but. Good try from gabagoon and GG's Abgee. Congrats. Yeah, the mine defusal? That was sick.